Greetings and salutations, fellow humans, and welcome to, I think, the first book review I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2. There's been a lot of, I'm not gonna say controversy, it's not like they're talking about, violence or any topics like that, but within the Potter loving community, there's been a lot of varied responses to this work. Um, Here's my take on it. I liked it a lot. To me, I think the best way that I can compare it would be to The Force Awakens from the Star Wars franchise. Let me put it this way: is The Force Awakens the best Star Wars movie in the saga? No. Does it have flaws? Yeah. Did I mind the flaws? Yeah. Did it take from me enjoying the experience? Not at all. And the same with this book. First off, and what everyone's talking about, I think there's a couple of instances and details that polarize people. Firstly, it's in play format, and I think that's the biggest challenge for us readers because we're used to lush descriptions and a wonderful narrative and delicious prose, and we're taking, this is as bare bones as it gets. You're not gonna get the descriptions that you've come to love, or you're gonna get them more limited. That is an issue for a couple of people, and I get that. The format, it does take a couple of pages to get used to, but eventually you're fine, or at least I was. I read this in one day. Oh, it's a big book, yeah, but look at the line spacing. It's not a big book. You can read it in a day, or 2 days, or 3 days, or however long it takes. It doesn't matter. Back to the topic. As it is a play, it has the challenges of a play. You have to drive things forward with action, yes, but mostly dialogue. The dialogue in The Cursed Child was hit or miss with me. More hit than miss, but a couple of instances were like, I've seen people that have issues with how they personified or they portrayed Ron. Oh, he's an idiot. He's a bumbling idiot, and then let's not forget that Ron wasn't a smooth criminal or anything. Maybe he's a little bit too much comedic, comic relief in this case, but I don't think he strays from the Ron formula so drastically. Other people have taken to heart that George and Fred weren't mentioned as much or barely, and I get that. But again, these are little details. For me, the overall impression or overall feel is that I'm just thankful to have something else from the Wizarding World that I can visit. It was really nice to go back. It was nice to reminisce. It was nice to see some old characters, some characters that I didn't expect to see, and I'm not gonna spoil it, so don't worry. You can watch on the video. No spoilers here. The only thing I will mention about the plot that I do think that a lot of people will have issues with, or it could be a make or break point, is the time traveling. There is time traveling here, and it's not spot on, it's not perfect, it has issues, and people who really, 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 really want to take it to the next level in terms of being anal can and do have the right to be, because that's something that drives them. And time traveling is not an easy topic to tackle or an easy plot device to use. It's not used perfectly here, but some instances we saw some very interesting things of the butterfly effect of a small change or a big change. And I think the message there is that you sometimes think, oh, if I would have done this, things would be better. And sometimes the outcome is far worse. And oftentimes, reality is fine as it is. You just have to adapt. In general, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I have a detailed review on Goodreads. And again, I'm just happy to read something from the Wizarding World until the movie comes out in November. And I suspect there will be backlash as well because it's something different. I don't know. I'm just happy to have read this, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars for a couple of reasons. Some people might say, "Oh, but this character or that character." I get that, but I read this book in a day, even though it's in play format and it's not really as long as it seems. I still read it in a day, so that says something about how much I enjoyed the story and going back to the Wizarding World. Second off, I maybe the expectations had been lowered because so many people were like, "Oh man, it's awful," blah blah blah. Maybe that helped. I'm trying to be more neutral. I think this would be more aligned in tone with the first Harry Potter book, uh, the the Philosopher's Stone, and the Chamber of Secrets in terms of tone and plots. There are some plot twists that I was impressed and interested, and others I was like, I could see that coming from a mile away. But still, it was a good read and it was fun. So, 4 out of 5. Check the link for my Goodreads review, and if you have any thoughts, by all means, let me know. Peace, love, Maki Rolls.